Greetings, technology enthusiasts. I am Chandrahas and I am delighted to be here with you representing CyberBrainer. Do you not believe that the technology sector is advancing at an unprecedented rate, making this an opportune moment to acquire the skills that will facilitate your progress? With CyberBrainer, we are empowering you to take control of your own future. At CyberBrainer, we do not merely impart your interests. We assert that information is power, yet it is the application of knowledge that distinguishes you. Our courses are meant to equip you with essential skills, whether you are pursuing data science, understanding artificial intelligence, or delving into cybersecurity. Let us commence the session and seize the future today. Thank you.
Today we are going to start with the calculation fields and module. In this calculator fields and module, today we are going to start Introduction, Calculated Fields and Calculation Fields Basics. We are going to understand what exactly mean by calculated fields and what we are going to do this utilization. Once we are going to start those topics, you people can get to idea of clarifying your questions to what exactly we do in the calculated fields module. To doing this activity, we need to go to the software. Whenever first you would like to check your existing calculated fields that you need to check in such a way. You need to enter into the search bar. If you want to check your existing calculated fields, you need to enter maintainer calculated fields. First, always I'll go with an existing fields availability. Go to the search bar and enter here. Maintainer calculation fields. Once you enter and maintainer calculated fields, have a tap on the report. As you understand, there is a few calculated fields we have in the availability. These are all the calculated fields. You can able to see. Calculated fields in the sense we can only do and check related to our active employee, higher details of date of joining, salary, change of date of joining, client project, launch date of joining, related only date related activities. And whatever new things has been happened in the organization, which date it has been happened, what is the modification we need to do. How to do those modification changes through using and calculated fields is the point of agenda of today. On here you can see we look up hierarchy and location reason and look up data and time of planning and absent components and can paid off time. Task is completed. Action, events, benefits and enroll related this. All this related of actions you can able to get into the maintain and calculated fields. In this you need to understand the table first. The first one is business objective. The business objective. Whatever the field of service, they're going to take active events. Field of service, they're going to take off all the business objective. In this, we're going to select as in fields. In these fields, we're going to select as an all talent pool of workers and waiting of terminated of workers benefit enrollment related purpose. If you want to give a deeper understanding, you need to go into the next options which would be available on here. The next options you can able to see next to that. The next option, you can see the functional. What is mean by functional? What is mean by field type? These are all details we are going to understand once we jump and understand how to create an active fields in the add to calculated fields in the tenant access. To doing this activity just before you go, just go and have it happen to the edit. You will get an immediate option of edit field of VLOOKUP related. This is the area where we are going to be on work. In this you can see the edit calculated fields. we look up related values. This is the field of calculation. Whatever the field you was going to select here, those related fields you need to be at work under the below. Take it as an example. I want to change and hire employee date that would belong to the HR department. I want to change the project related date that was being belongs to the operation. I want to change a salary period of cycle that would be related to the payroll department. I would like to change the below poverty employees like admin team, like the marketing teams and other teams related. Those will be come under to the active employees related fields. Whenever we are going to work, the important is we need to select the calculated field and you should have it very clearly what exactly you're going to change. Either date you was going to change, either the entire format of date she was going to change. Calculated fields is only utilized for the change of date of action related criteria. I'm not going to edit anything in this. I'm just showing you how to check the existing calculated fields. I have an overall the existing calculated fields. I have overall is, let me go to the previous minute. Yes, I have a lot of active calculated fields here. Whenever you would like to edit any of the existing calculated fields, you need to go with the edit option on here. You need to directly come to the search bar, enter, maintain calculated fields, and you can edit whichever the calculated field you would like to edit. And there was a certain calculated fields. You will get an options of delete also. Not there was. You will get all the calculated fields, but since this is a training tenant, very few nominal options, it will show you as here delete. Once, if you're in the live data, you will find it though all of the maintained calculated fields where you can able to do an edit and delete also. Come to the main menu. Now we are going to enter the create calculated fields in the search bar. To doing this activity, we need to go to the main menu search bar, enter here create calculated field. Immediately we will receive an option called create calculated fields. In this below you can see the task. Have a tap on to this option task. In this you need to enter the field name. I'm going to select here HR hire employee hire date. Post enter, I'm going to tapping on to the business object. In this everyone will get a too many results. Refined search to the narrow results or no item. In this you need to enter here action event. Enter action event. You will get here action event on here. In that, whatever the events, you can able to see action credit and action status. Custom allowance 1 second. In that you can see the different categories, action category, action events category, action items and yellow action related category, application item related category. There was a 44 options business process of action. Each and every option will stands on one individual criteria of changes in the organization. Criteria changes in the sense some department related file date or existing start date or end date changes related process where we can able to do with the creating and calculated fields. As of now, I'm going to taking an example called HR employee hire, date of change. To doing this activity, I'm going to select here active events on functional. I'm going to select here date difference. What is this? Date difference. You do get the other options like format date, and you do get the other options like bill date, and you do get the other options like calculated dates and converted currency date. Date. It has been not mentioned. But whatever the options you people getting on here, each and every sector is going to be share the data related to the date of change. To doing this activity, we need to go on to the date and difference. I selected my calculated fields very clearly. Post that I'm going to tapping onto on here. I receive the data. This is the data is related to the create and calculate to fields date differences. I selected HR employee had data business object to action events. In this I have two options. First option would be at calculations and additional information. A calculation and additional information. In this calculation, I need to go on to the start date. Have it up onto the start date. I need to go on the global fields in this and I need to select the date. In the date of selection, I will get my details very clearly from my organization. Has been established in the market. I will get those related dates. You can see here different and variation dates will be available. Take it as an example. I would like to check the last 14 days of data. I would like to go with on this. 14 days ago data have a selected of. If someone are having a question on your mind, if what? If it is mean, if I want to check 3 years data, 1 year data like that, all the options from your organization start date till today. It will be updated on here. You first decided yourself and you need to understand the ticket of Workday what base you need to be in. Do and change related to the hiring process. As of now, I'm going to taking an updated one for the 14 days ago related data. I selected for the start date and end date. I'm going to selecting here again global fields. Under this, I'm going to select the date again. Under this date also, I'm going to select 14 days ago and post selecting this here you can see then value returns. The value returns since I selected here 14 days. I need to select in 8 days. If I want an year's data, I want to sell it here on year's data. If I want to send 1 month data, and if I want like half month of data, or if I want like if I want half month data, then I need to go with the again in the days only. If I want 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I need to sell it in months. If I want 1 year, 2 years, I need to sell it in year. If I want 1 hour ago, I can sell it. 1 minute ago, I can sell it. 1 second also, I can sell it. Since we selected as here on a 14 days ago, I'm selected in 14 days and return 0 on errors. Tap to enable why? Because whatever the options we are going to sell it. There is no any error. We are very clear which data we would like to pull and check it out. And post that I need to have a tap on to the additional information. In this additional information, I do have 3 topics. One is a description. The description we need to mention the same thing that HR employee hire date. Have a tap on to here, enter on same and on below. You do have a category. Have a tap on to the category. Under this category, you need to go on to the partial list. Under this list, sorry, not partial list, just a second. Go to the all. Yes, under this detail, I need to select my active employees or eligible roles. Active employees or eligible roles. Any field of calculation category would be an active employee. I doesn't get any option related to the active employee for those related alternative option. I'm going to sell it last activity on here. Alternative purpose. Usually I need to sell it all active employees or I need to sell it here. I doesn't get that active employees. I'm going to sell it last activity and coming to the authorized user, I'm going to tapping on here. In this you need to have a set of benefits eligibility. Go selecting this. Do not tap onto the intermediate calculations. You just do not enable do not use also. Just leave this. Bloggers of the same. This is nowhere related to your active fields means nowhere related in the sense why they was given that option. Those thought process also they make. It may comes to your mind. Intermediate calculation in the sense whenever you was being did half of the reports or not closing reported properly or you have any wrong calculations on your report, then you need to have it enable of intermediate calculation. Do not use in the sense the report is not validated. That is the reason we are going to select has and do not use. Just avoid this both the options and have it tapped to. And you was being created the fields of your HR employee hire date and you got your action events on here. Here in the additional information and you can see the various usage of data and go to the immediately the actions. Under the actions, you will get an employee HRR hire data action events. Under that last event of activity induction information related details. In this file, you need to have it downloaded. Have it downloaded, open up the file. Here the formulas it was showing in sundred Y, because there is many live data has been appeared on here. Once, if you're in the live organization, you will get the complete active employee list. That complete active employee list, how it will be looks and what are our activities we have in there. And I'm going to give an overview to you. Once you pull out the data from the calculated fields, you will get the data somewhere. Would be it like this. It will be showing here serial number, hiring, active company details of employee, employee name and employee belongs to which department and the employee, current designation and the reporting team data. Who is the manager? According that you can have a change of view. The date of hire, whatever the changes has been, did those changes you need to be an update into the shared folder. Share it to the required authorized group of the persons on same to update their attendant from the access which organization has been given to the HRP. Have a save this file. Share it to the authorized departments in the organization on save. Have a tab to done here. Payroll date format. Go to the business objective. In this have entered related to the pay. Whatever the categories you was going to looking on here, everywhere we can able to change the date of action or the order. Thank you. Employee's date of birth change. Also, you can able to do his date of joining date of birth changes. All this we can able to do from here in that two calculation fields. Date of birth change event. Worker start date date status. Worker start date of action. Have a select of date change on here in the payroll data format. Select of function. Have a select of date of difference. Tap. You will get the same field from here. You need to start with the start date of fields. Go to the global fields. Have a select of date here if you want the 1 year data. I'm just selecting here 1 year of data. Usually I do get the 1 year last data or 12 months data. Since I'm not getting the exact option, I'm selecting here the data presence. I having it last day of the last calendar of 1 year. On here you need to select. CF means calculating fields. Sometimes you will get CF. Do not get confused. CF means calculator fields. Here I received current date to 12 months date. I'm selecting this. 1 year. No. Have it up to. Additional information. I need to change this category, but that's fine. I can able to go with on the same. Just to present you of this thing. You received a payroll date format change and calculate the fields and data differences based on. You need to download and export the file from here. Payroll date change of calculated field. You received it. This is where you need to be in. Create and perform the area. Changes of your payroll dates on sale. Here, there is no access restrictions on here. And definitely if payroll team is having in those related issues, they're going to do their own self also. Even they will also get the same access of related to the create and calculate fields. At the same time, it depends on your organization also whether they're going to give those add to keys or not. Since we are using and training tenant, we do get order from CEO to the last level of add to calculated fields. But once you join into the live data, depends on your team that what kind of restrictions they're going to give you. Tap to the depth. That's all for the payroll calculation related activities. Welcome to Workday Integration Architect Overview. What is meant by Workday integration? What is meant by Architect Overview? What exactly we are going to understand? These are all things we are going to get to know by today. What is an integration system in Workday? Workday provides you a single architect cloud-based enterprise application and management. It suits the combination of finance and HR analytics to the single system. As part of the platform, users can easily manage and customize data sets from the connection of workforce and sources. For this, we are going to understand that the Workday system is going to be in support, as we know that there would be HR activities, organization activities, client activities, financial activities. Apart from that, we can able to use the HR Workday to the different multiple sectors, kind of manufacturing garments and other units also. Workday client is going to be customized according to your organization needs. Remember this point. And the second point, Workday doesn't get any app or any option that the integration system in Workday. It's a search bar navigation. You need to find it through the search bar navigation. Where is this integration function? What is this integration function? In the first concept, we are going to understand how to do the integration, the organization data to the cloud in the complete EIB module related to the organization and client. And the third sector and the second sector, we are going to understand how to give connectors in Workday related to the integration, cloud data related activities, document transformation and system user creation related activities. First, today we can complete this EIB module of what is EIB related activities and how to create these all. What is EIB participation cases and what is meant by inbound and outbound integration and how to use the XSL transformation and how to configuration this then and project user case study of EIB implementation. While doing this activity, we need to go to the first and understand little theoretical process. The theoretical process we can continue on same. What is Workday Architect? Workday is a cloud-based application software typically designed and developed to the manager. Enterprises, human capital management, resource planning, and financial management. Application becomes of hits and multiple features over the organization and its sizes. User of Workday for the business. Workday EIB integration is purely a cloud-based application where we need to use the mass data production to the organization to the cloud-related activities we are going to develop. Workday is a cloud-based application software typically designed by the developer to manage the enterprise's human capital management, resource planning, and financial management which applicants, because of the multiple features, every organization disputes their size of users and Workday for the business. Whatever the organization internal and external data we have in the organization, the complete data where we are going to do a migration to the cloud. How to do those cloud migration is all about the architect of Workday. We are going to understand. Coming to this, below you can see the entire slide. There was an image. I'll give you 2 minutes of time. I'll pick you 3 of the persons to answer this. What is exactly the fourth way? I'm going to explain you. What does this mean by an exact? I'll give you just 3 minutes of time. Please go through and be ready. I may pick anyone in this 10 members. Suresh. Anyone starts with Kuzma, you can go ahead. What is exactly your understanding of what we're watching this screen? These are all different financial organizations or service providers from different countries. Complete. Namata, go ahead. Its integration happened from Oracle Cloud to Workday Cloud. Very good. And these are the service providers. They were doing everything for the Oracle Cloud, but now it's happening. The integration happening to the Workday Cloud. This is what I have understood. Very good. Yours has been reached almost. Workday Finance Management. It is providing this software to all web service. Remaining all data service. UK HMR for different companies. They are providing financial management services. Very good. Thank you. I'll give an overview to everyone. Please have a check. FX Loaders, it's a private limited organization. In that we have 5 different projects. The first project would be, on ADA rate services. Second would be at Ignite rate services. And the third one is Retudes rate services, European, central bank rate services, UK AMMRC rate services. We have in 5 different process. Unfortunately, all process has been related to the financial related activities. They were in the Oracle Cloud and they want to migrate with Workday Cloud. To migrating, we need to do a configuration and integration option. Configuration is nothing, but it's an integration. Those integration we need to schedule as a backend. Post-schedulation has been completed. We're going to start giving a migration to the Oracle Cloud to Workday Cloud. Immediately it will go on migrating to the Workday Finance Management currency rates on Workday Cloud related activities. Am I clear? We're going to understand how the cloud services is going to be unmigrated, the entire process. Does Workday integrate with Workday? Workday Integrate Clouds was created. Cloud was created from enterprises' classic integrations technology and built into the core of Workday. It's available to all users and applications on Workday. Workday Integrations is going to create a new cloud creation that will be available in the enterprises class integration technology that you people can feel it. How we are going to do those all? Migrations, and it's available to all the user platforms in the Workday as well. Thank you. Let me show you the other PPD as well. We understand what is integration and now we are going to understand what is EIB. Overview of Workday HCA Techno-Functional. EIB means everyone's know EIB is, it's an enterprises interface builder. The observer, you know the full formation of EIB. We know everyone. Let's jump into the second slide to understand more. What is an EIB in Workday? Workday EIB tool allows Workday customers to mass upload and mass extra data for their Workday system. It works by general XML Excel template from your Workday system that contains the required files where you need data or that needs to be unpopulated. On this process, everyone should understand first point. In this EIB integration, you can able to do mass data uploadation. There is no restriction that you need to be sustained your data like this, or you need to be maintain your data sheet within that, something like that. There is no restrictions. You can able to upload the mass data conversion in this. In the second point, you need to be generated an XML Excel template. This is a Workday language, XMXL template. While knowingly everyone, we need to upload the complete data with an Excel file formatization within sequence on each and every individual department. Yes, and the Workday systems which contains the required files you need and data on are the needs of being populated. Whenever it was deploying your details into the server, you need good data support in your organization. Those data related server supports was going to given by your networking team is going to be and take care. You don't need to worry about it. Am I clear, all of you? Any questions? Please unmute yourself and put it across to me. How do I find my EIB in Workday? Where I need to find my integrations or EBB? You need to go to the search bar, select in the taskbar, and you need to enter EIB. You will get EIB related information from there. You need to be able to access your EIB integration tools for your requirement of integrating attachment documents, rows as well. What is an EIB format? Technically speaking, EIB files are extra or it's in text file format to flow the XML rule. Most often those XML files are used as inputs to a Workday delivered web services that updates the database object, for examples, interest and updated and sometimes deleted also. Whenever we are going to upload the data, we can able to edit, update and delete also. Definitely for these three activities, we need to take different level approval to do as well within the Workday. How do I check errors in my EIB? Selecting an event, links in the integration event columns and select and message tabs. These columns display icon for such messages. Errors have a red icon and warnings have a yellow icon. Select the message link in the message, columns on same guys. You doesn't feel any. You know this thing. Whenever you miss the data sequence or it was wrongly uploaded from related to one file to other file, easily your system will identify and track. Since you people was been using and training tenants, it doesn't feel that you know aura of live tenant. Once you enter into the live tenant, that will be 24/7. It's going to be an work and artificial intelligence will be an calculated auto checks under which file area, which file was going to be an uploading in the cloud system. That's the utilization of power we have in the cloud platforms area. This is the simple image format how the integrations will work from organization to cloud data machine. This image has a small reference to you people. The A is in company and next to that, you can see the filaments, all the screws and nuts and cloud. The lockers and security password related criteria. These are all things. Thank you. That's how I hope you understand people. What is we are going to do in the EIB? Let's do first. We need to create an integration case user. To create an integration case user, we need to dig into the search bar. Let me change my start proxy. Go to the search bar and enter here. Create. create integrations. You will get and create integrations. Have it happen to the integration work package mapping task. Have entered your user base name. In this, you can able to create to the individual user and their department or the entire organization. Tell me which one you would like to be able to create to this activity. Process is same, only from the name you know and source of system is being little difficult to you people. Tell me which one you would like me to do. Department, organization or individual user. We'll do all three. Not an issue. First we'll go with organization. Source of system. I'm going to select here source of systems. In this, I'm going to select my project or my company here, whatever the fields you are seeing. This has been very limited fields. It has been reflecting. But once you win the organization, it will give you your branches details, your organization, individual departments like HR planning, and along that you will get an active employees data also. In that three, you need to pick up which one you are going to do. I'm going to select it. iPhone project for the data mapping. Coming to the external codes, I'm going to mention my, organization branch code on here. Work tag is to create an integration user-based system here. I need to set up my favorites under this. I'll get my organizations. Have a selected of this. This is an alternative, but usually I need to select IBM private. It's up here. Since I don't have an option, I pick up this one. Suppose that we need to go to the comment session and tell you what exactly you're doing. You just mentioned here you're doing an integration. Integration user case. Post completing this tab too. If you're having in a live data of active data, you'll get the complete data of your organization user base. Have it up to this 3 action box. Selected the work package and export the file from here. It's loading. Just give me a minute to export it off. You downloaded this file. This user base created file integration user case space and share that file to your internal and external authorized checklist of persons. What are all activities? He was going to giving an integration work package under the IBM private. Integration and user case here. Post the tab to tab. Create an integration work tagging mapping again. Now we're going to do the individual department. Tell me which department you wanted me to do quickly. Can you talk a little louder? Our department. You always been in the HR department, you ask the HR team. HR team, and I'm going to mention my organization name also source of system. Go to the source of system on here. In this you can have a select of your department of HR. I can able to create if I tap on to the create system. There was a certain things which will be and not allow us. Have it up to. Luckily it's taken. Do not enable ledger accounts on here. This is not part of us. It's a payroll and finance, but have it up to direct and external code. You can give your branch code on here directly. And work packages, you need to go here, the work package, and you need to sell it here. There is no, not at all in the HR related program, not even one. I need to select my HR team related. You know options, but unfortunately it doesn't get. The score has said. Finally, I received from here one option related to that. Usually I need to select my HR department on here. HR admin department. The option would be it. I went on multiple options under the department I selected. But usually you people get those all information in the same fields. Whatever the fields you can able to see in this opportunity, locations, job profiles, expenses, customers on board. In this you will get the complete data of your organization, departments, and along with the individual departments, criteria, sector details. Post completing this, have a mention of your integration. User case and have it upon to. And have a selected off under the work package. Tap onto the 3 action dots. Have export the file from here. And have it up onto the download, and you can share this score. You know H, R related activities, and whatever the mapping has been happening in this. You know in this report. You can share it to your authorized departments also. You know the data has been not reflected. Don't worry. There is no data. Whatever the options we are going to select in this, usually you will get the data. I'll show you how the sample is going to be. Looks to you people. This is all. The live data will go into the end. This is an integration system is called, you know our HR team data. Clouthai 2963. Who is the person who's going to do this integration in your team? Member? You need to enter their idea here. Networking team approved. Yes, it was been uploaded. Department name HR, team name is Bala, and manager name is Arjan, Bala Arjan. And you can able to see the front end links and the back end links. This links will be generated. Our internal MIS teams. How to make all those reports? How to make all those reports? I will also show you on ongoing session to you people on sync and come down to the below. You can able to see the dashboard in a day you can able to do, and thousands of links being uploaded from the internal data to your external data sheets on sync. That is what it is. Post completing this, have a tap onto the save and send it to and upload it, or send it to your authorized team members, or upload it to the drive of your Google, your cloud drive. Have it happen to the time. Come to the main way. This is all we need to create, guys, for the user and individual and organization based related activity of, AB partial user case related data. Today we're going to develop an integration AIP in more and out more integration. What is mean by important and what is mean by output? I'm going to give a clear bifurcation to you people. First, we need to go to the software. We have an option called down point AIP and in point AIP. What is mean by important? What is mean by output? And in point is, and within the organization limits of data exporting internally. Outbound is if we having any client related projects, those related data activities, we call it as an output. Hope you both everyone got the clarity of what is mean by important, what is mean by output. First, we are going to create an input to our internet organization. It's called CloudFormation Preventive Data. Have it up to the. In this, I'm going to enter my organization code. And I need to enter what is exactly this inbound data is going to do. Inbound data from CEO to the last level of destination. Each and every employee's individual data and those related. The functional related data was being captured in this involved EIB decoration. Whatever the data we are going to capture, all this data we are going to deploy from organization server to the cloud server. Enter the broker body of the email. Sorry, body of description. Have it up onto the next. You people can see. The next is data sourcing and the details on functional gear. Under the data sourcing, you need to have it up onto the method. Under this method, you will get and set an options like Amazon, simple storage of services, attach file at launch, TPS-SL, Google Drive and REST URLs and SFTP user externally and method of methods. This is all related to the file sharing. Whatever the files we are going to extracting to the servers from our internal organization server to our cloud server, we need to always be selected attach file at launch. Then only we will get an option of export to Excel file. Post completing this activity, come down on the below. You will get and details restricted to. You need to have a select of your sandbox on here. Come to the data format. In this you will get two options. One is web services spreadsheet of and another one is custom object spreadsheet of template. In these two options you need to select always web services spreadsheet template. Why? Because the web services spreadsheet template is going to connect it to the direct Workday service. The custom object is spreadsheet only connected to our internal organization data service. I'm going to select it to my web services spreadsheet. Have a tap on to the web services and operations. In this we will get complete callout foundation. In this we will get the complete cloud foundation departments from C, E, O to the last level of department individually. It will be present as absence related. I got to be related. It means related are administrator, cash management, compensations, financial management, human resource integrations, learning and movements organizations, studio payroll, you can say, and different, fields on here. If we keep doing individually to select each fee, that will be and not I don't take for the sufficient time. If you want to sell it all together at one shot, you need to go on to the option called Integration Public. Have a tap onto this option. In this, you need to have a sell it off. For selected this option, EI means the Sense Interface Enterprises Business Enterprises Interface Business. Suppose that have it app out to the next. The transformation sheet. We need to select template module only mandatory to launch EIB has been selected automatically. Go to the next. You can find Workday Web Services and Operations. In that you will get on Launch EIB. Web Service. Have a tap onto the next. I got the complete details. Whatever the details I selected after the inbox of my Cloud Foundation, I got the complete details. Whatever I was being selected, I just recall it, everything is fine, and I'm going to tap onto that. And I successfully created my data integration services. Yes, I do find the error on here. Have a tap on. What is there? Does not have an data related for the current and on all bit of Cloud Foundation private dates. It's been very clear. Has been. Does not find any file or any organization related to the Cloud Foundation. Private related to the Cloud Foundation. Private related to the Cloud Foundation. That's why it's given an error, to be honest. If you do the same activity on your client systems, it will go into get the complete data mapping of your integration related to your Cloud Foundation private. Coming to here, you need to have a launch of. First one is transformation launching file, launch EIB. In this, you need to go here and have export the file from here and download it. And after that, you can have an export the file from here, the configuration file, and have export this file to the overall file related. All this 3 Cloud Foundation private related files you need to share to the authorized persons to your organization management, internal and extra post completing this. Have a tap onto the and come to the main menu. This is how you need to create your import EIB. Previously, we created an import. This thing guys like Cloud Foundation private related. Now we are going to create an output. Inbound is imported the data within the organization. Outbound is export the data from organization to cloud to cloud. We are going to enter the client name on here. The client name, I am just mentioning here iPhone and I am tapping on here outbound tap to. Automatically, I have the second test stimulus in the previous iPhone. That is the reason the ID has been captured automatically and I need to give in the client details on here what exactly I am going to mention in this client area. Post that. Have a tap on to the next. Customer report. In that you need to have a select of web services. And we will get an option called web services under this. We got in 2 options. One is by a click outbound operation. Other one is by web services. Have a tap on to the web services. By default, you will get an option called the iPhone, the project Whatever the project was going to handle the complete project. Individual department related activities on here. In this, to capture the complete client data, you need to go under the benefits and administrator. In this, get benefits annual credit web services. Have a select of this option and have a select of to the details on below. Tap to the next. And here the transformation automatically it was being selected then. And you need to select custom transformation. And you need to be selected under the custom transformation. This field. You will get it from your internal organization. You will get it from your internal desktop. And at the same time, you doesn't get this many fields as well. You will get hardly 20 or 25 fields will get it on here. You can have a select of X is LT transformation here. Why we selected this option? In the sense, whatever the data we are going to migrating from organization to the cloud system, we need to migrate all those data again and Excel sheet formation. The Excel sheet. We will call in the worker their languages XLT transformation. Have a tap onto the next. On work their attachment. You can have a select it off here. In this you will get down, different storage and data sharing points, storage services, AS2, email, FT, PF, SSL, FTP and user existing deliver method. In this I am going to select of Workday attachments to get the report of Excel sheet download from server. And I'm giving a file label here. My phone outboard data sheet, document retention policy. I'm just mentioned number of days. If I want that it is, I can mention that it is. If this project has been existed in past 400 days, you can mention 400 days also according to your data. I'm mentioning it has been allowing this point of views 1 to 180. I'm just picking up 150 max. The sequence of generation files doesn't require. Just leave as an empty. Go on to the next. Review your submission of general settings, generated data, transformation and deliverable related updates. Just cross-check once completely. You feel all the formats has been. Have a tap on to from here. And you will get your complete integration outboard of iPhone data will be received under this blogger. Have I explored the file from here? iPhone data outboard datasheet and downloaded. Have I explored the file from here? Go to the actions. Have a tap on to the export file from here and download it. Post downloaded, please share both the files to your higher authority of the purpose of your management and come to the main. Today we are going to start with project user case of EIB implementation. To doing this activity, we need to go to the software. Let me open my access and show you people. Let's understand, guys, first what we are going to do today. Today we are going to start project use case on EIB implementation for we developed it in EIB Inbound and Outbound, and we looked out of how its XSLT transformation file will looks out of it. And today we are going to understanding all about related to the EIB implementation. What is mean by EIB implementation? What is mean by project user cases? We are going to got to know project user cases in the sense whenever we are going to implementing an EIB. The technical gateway. What is? You are understanding what exactly we are doing with the EIB. Whatever the data we are going to utilize in the organization, whether it may be in functional way or technical manner. EIB integration is going to take care about complete organization. Infrastructure data should be deployed into the cloud service. We are going to creating an we are going to creating an EIB module. Is nothing but to get our data. Our data has been secured at the same time. Whatever the data we have in our cloud, we have in our Workday cloud service. And we are going to deploy into the cloud server directly through taking and support of EIB module. This is what we are going to creating an inbound EIB and outbound EIB. And now we are going to use the project related user keywords. What is mean by project related user keywords to doing this activity? Any department in the organization we have, whether it may be any HR, team planning, team operations. Each and every team, they have their own specification and authentication. Those related data, and whenever we are going to deploy this, technical, we can do on our basis daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly and yearly also. Whenever we need. Usually we can able to do those all related criteria for this kind of activity. We are going to do for the user project key set in the EIB implementation. Am I clear? Take it as an example. We have in different people, we have at the batch. Each and every person who was going to loop into the different department like HR, training and operation. Whatever the data we are going to having in the organization, each and every data will be available in the Workday service. Am I correct? Yes or no till here? Yes. After this, what we need to do, we are going to set up an EIB to pull the individual department, basis of data accuracy. While pulling out of this data, what we are going to do, we are going to deploy into the cloud service. After that, we are going to using and implementing of EIB project user keywords. What is mean by EIB project user keywords in the implementation? Take it as an example. Whatever the data we are going to collide from the individual department, we will convert as an URL. The data, entire data, will be converted to the URL like a kind of hyperlink in the Excel file. How we are going to create a hyperlink to the Excel? The same way we are. What we call the team called. Every organization has a team like who's going to publish the report. What something they will call. We will call, I think, GMS team or MIS team, guys. Did you ever about MIS team? Is any organization having a separate MIS team who's going to share the individual department, data to all top level management people in your organizations? We have the MIS team. MIS team. What is the MIS team? Regular work in your organization. They normally provide the dashboards of the data for each and every, maybe I could say monthly, like the finance data, or the other departments like the operations, the CEO or the higher officials. Understand? I got your point. The MIS team will be mandatory to sit in your work next to Workday team, or a separate wing wherever in the organization. They're going to give the complete back-end URLs, individual, project-wise, department-wise. If you need an individual, employee-wise is also, they're going to share those front-end and back-end URLs related to the individual department criteria. Just go to the service immediately. Just do an implementation of EIB implementation. To doing these activities, we need to go to the software. We need to enter into the search bar EIB. Once we enter in the search bar EIB, we will get an option called EIB Data Limitations. Have it happen to this option. And you will get the option to select your managers of individual department-wise, whether it may be a manager or team leader or supervisor. If you want to pull the entire organization, report in a single pattern. You can select your supervisor. If you want to pull it out, the individual person, you can able to select your manager and you can able to select the individual person. If you want to take a department wise, you need to select the department wise of your managers or team leaders to get the data. If you want to pull it from the organization site, you need to go to your location hierarchy. Under this, you need to select of your company first. Universal India Global Limited. Under this, you need to have a select of your location. How many locations do you have it? Delhi, Noida. You have 2 branches. Select off your branches from here. Yes, good, it's no data to show you. Yes, I'm going to select here the branch of Delhi. In that, I'm going to select Anita Infotech Financial. Under this, I'm going to select my worker of Nilima Workday. She is my supervisory organization post. I pick up her. I need to tap to. You people will get the data from here. Since we don't have any data, it looks like a little empty, but I will fill it and show you how this data will look if you are in the live channel. Have an export of this file and download it on the same. Open up my data limitations. Allow me for 2 minutes. I'll just quickly implement it and show you people. Yes, thank you for being online, guys. Yes, I'll explain. You see, this is an MICE report is going to send, once we pull out the data, we will get a file would be like this. Our MIS team is going to share you a raw data file. The raw data would be related to the HR or training. And operations, let it be anything. They're going to share the data related to their format level or their polling level of, MIS and Excel techniques. They're going to share. You people need to shuffle the data and you people need to understand what are all taglines you need to be added in this file as an employee or first name, last name, gender, email date, hire date and band details, start date and end date, data type, all these approvals. And along with that, you will get our front end and back end links from the MIS team. Copy, paste and have it enter in this sheet and save the sheet. Post after completing. Then you need to upload into your drive and send it to your cloud department from your drive to upload a copy of same. Post completing this, save this file, attach it to your drive, send it to your cloud department through drive. The task will be completed from here and come to the main menu. Go to the next option. Connectors in Workday and core connectors in bond integration on data of worker related activities we're going to do to doing this activity. We need to go to the software once again. Come to the main menu. Go to the search bar. Enter here integrations. You will get a system integration user, security configuration. Have a tap on to that option. These services where we are going to use in the sense whenever we are going to uploading the data to direct cloud departments, we're going to create a certain security level. Well, sharing your data of integration will make all those security activities in the integration. Now we're going to do. Hope you people can understand once the task has been completed. I think it will take a while to get the report is be online everyone. Guys, it will take to 4 to 5 minutes please. Stay on the same screen. Yes, it's available in the document. First, you need to understand this. You know the structure of this, you know fields. Workday account, and you can see next to that. I can't log disabled or expert, and you know expert, you can see the password. Expert related activities. Types of activities. A FAR because we did in this activity and security group related configuration coming to the Workday account in this Workday. First one has been created, integration user echo, and coming to the next one, you can see the type. It's an some group creations and integration of system security rule base of security related to the finance. The rule base of security. These are points someone has been already created. Coming to the security groups, you can see the unique style that was given up here in this test data. One is rule-based security groups and security group related activity. And you can dig into the little below. You get the one more echo call. Jack Black. From here. If you find it out from here under the Jack Black, you can see there wasn't very good types. There has been created. One is rule-based security group. Other one is manager base of data and the rule base of data, employee job related and HR executives. Here under the integration, we will get the complete Workday account related activities. In this activities, we need to select. We need to select our fields on same. What is our field? And that depends on your manager. Each field you need to select, that depends on your organization. What report I need to pull? That depends on your department. According to your team leader, that particular task, you need to pull out the reporting from the system. Under this, you need to pull it out of your data security related activities. Coming to here, I'm going to entering into the rule base of security activities. Have a tap onto the 3 action dots on here. In this, I'm going to tapping onto the integration ID, and in this, I'm going to tapping onto the maintenance reference sites. Have a click over there. On here, you need to select your organization fields. If you are in the KPM, GIBM, Essential, whatever it may be, you will get your organization fields on this. The complete from CEO to the last level of designation, you will get a complete fields. You should understand which department of field you would like to pull it out at the under this field of maintenance references site. I'm just scrolling down on below. I'm going to selecting here. My cloud loader important data activities. I selected that. I have two options of fields. One is an including and default and empty. I'm going to select as a none of this apple and I want a raw copy to pull it out. Select it hasn't 0 requested for the page 1. We're not sure how many pages. We have it here. It was showing hasn't 0 by because there is no any data. That is the reason. 2. Usually we used to get the business object to instance of the each and every individual department. Whatever the URLs we are uploading in this EIB, we will get all this EIB URLs in the business object instance and references. ID of type. Who is the person who has been uploaded for the last to the cloud? Those ideas and references values you will get it on iconically. What is the person? Days of document has been uploaded, whether it has been uploaded, like 20% is 30, is 50% is 8%. You will get the complete details of the same accuracy or according. Have it up to. And have export of this file and download it. Tap to the tab. come to the main menu. Just come to the main menu. Go to the course content. Let's create a document. Transformation to the cloud, standard document transformation to doing this activity. We need to go to the software screen. Go to the software, enter here, create document. You will get an option called create and document, and you will get an option below that create a document builder. Category of security segments and documents or task distributed. We are going to select as a create and distribute documents or tasks related activity. Have it up over this task everyone and select your distributor. Related to the task is have a select on or there and mention your description. It's at take it as an example. Now I'm going to share IBM HR. Cloud uploading. Go to the organizations in this. You will get an organizations by type and go to the my favorites. You need to select your branch here, your current organization branch. I just pick up for IBM. For your understanding, I'm going to change GSM. Have enabled this out. Subordinators including and select of the rows. Come to the below you will find the fields of your organization from CEO. I know the last round of this nation in your organization. Select the main fields, which are the fields you have a requirement on here. I'm going to sell it. I want to copy. Accounting managers. And I'm going to take off accounting paper analysis. Accounting people settlement and specialist. Company cost costing manager. Fields. Admin, you doesn't get DJ, all external words. You will get your organization departments and the department fields on here. In that field, you can have a select of general manager. Seniors are requesters. Go to the users. I'm going to select, my top level management or manager, Scott. I'm getting a data. It's purely related to the finance and background verification stream and doesn't getting related to the field of payroll or finance. Sorry, operations, training and HR related categories. I'm still looking out of that. Hire to do just for the reference. You know most of the fields. It has been not related to this. You will get your, purely your organization fields on here. Zero time out of balance sheets. There's all related to the payroll. That's when I hope you people understand the fields task. You need to select your organization department fields, whichever the department of data you would like to look over it and post that. Come to the below and have it up to the you will get your overall document related tasks of activity here. Orange alert, not an issue. Just leave it. And you can see the complete, details and data that you feel whatever the active fields has been selected. You just have a scroll on of your boss and export these three dots and export the file from here. And you can generate your reports according to your EIB and integration norms. Related data was downloading all your fields of reports. You can share it to your authorized and required departments and have a download your overall report on accordingly and come to the main menu accordingly. Have it up to the deck. Yes, now we're going to, conclude the to create and, the entire user system of the integration today to doing this activity. First, I'm going to give an overview to you all. System user integration creation to the entire organization is nothing, but we are going to creating a new integration cloud system to secure our data in the database from organization server to cloud service. To doing this activity, we need to create an user integration system. We need to go to the software. We need to enter here. SIA, create system user. We will get immediately create an integration system user task. Have it tap on this option. We will get the complete account and functional name. Here we can able to do three ways of integration account creation. One would be the client name. Second would be an organization name. Third would be a project name. You can create your own integration system according to your organization logs. To doing this activity, you need to go to the username and enter your username on here. iPhone project. And enter the password for the cloud system. I'm just usually entering here. If CCAP set. And we need to enter the same password on here. Pray 5679. And do not enable this. Generate a random password and required a new password for the next signing. Do not enable this. Both the bloggers just leave as an empty session time or minutes we can able to mention. If we constantly not using the session, or if we open the application, or if we just left at the application, according to the it will be going to be enclosed within 30 minutes if you did not use anything in your system. This usually, if it is an organization, they will mention minimum 5 to 8 minutes of generation of time. Post updating all these activities, you need to have it up onto that. Do not allow UI session. Please make it as an enable. Do not enable it, make it as and disable it since. Once we created, we got a new user creation under the integration systems of iPhone. Have it up onto the 3 action dots. Under this, you need to go on to the they could configuration web services and securities, have it up on this option. See here, enable XY0 token and authority. It was. Look, it's appearing. These are testimonials. In this process, you will get your organization name. If your organization name has been reflected, you need to be an enable. Your organization authentication should be at enable. And public key. This will be reflected on same on your live tenants. Go to the UL. Under this, you need to have a select of your client iPhone project, or your organization name or your client name, whatever it may be there. And you need to select on accordingly, as if not to show you, I'm going to selecting as a test, enable all the same other authentication. That means, a similar means. There was a short form, just Let me tell you. It's a militant security, assistance of, markup language, which is, yes, I am here. Observation would be its security. Assistance markup languages. We need to make this as an enable to maintain our security languages and as well as security authorities. And we need to take this network server details on same. Go to the all and have a select of your project. If it is in project, we need to select your project. If it is in client, we need to select your client names. And if it is an organization, we need to select our organization. Data would be preloaded. From actions out to browse through config web service after actions. I did not understand the question. From actions, once we click the action, how to go to configure web service security? I will tell you. Have a tap onto the, and post completing this, we activated our integration system of creation. Immediately on this iPhone, it was just showing an iPhone project along with it. They will, if we are in the live system, it will generate to us one ID number. We need to track that ID to give you to sharing that ID to our network. Understand, in this place you will get along with iPhone project. You will get one integration system user ID. In the numerical numbers with the 8 digits, those digits you need to submit to your networking team. and have an export this file and download it and have a tap onto that done. You have your configuration of web services. You can file this your details on here and share it your new account details to your hierarchy. Active checklist, email checklist, you need to follow and you need to share with them on icon. In this Excel sheet, we need not. I'll explain your model for this. I don't need to upload anything. Just as it is, whatever we download, it should be shared to the concern request. Yes, yes. We need to go here, mother first, and we need to tap on to the create an integration system user, post submitting all these details here. This I understood after creation. I understand. But once I run the system immediately, it will not update it in your search bar. Genuine servers, we have it. Post entered your password. Make it as an example. Take it as an example. Go to the 3 dots of actions you will get and work there. From here, you need to go to your configuration of your web services. Yes, that's clear. From here, I know. Today we are going to start the reporting model. In this reporting model, first we need to understand what is the reports and why we need to do need and report it. Before we are going to start this, I would like you to understand that report makeover would be available for each and every scenario and every topic. Whatever we did far from functional to tailed integration, EIBI concepts. How to pull the reports if people have been aware about it. Now we are going to do the report makeover according to our functional and integration and EBI concepts, related activities related to what are all the activities we are going to conduct in the organizations. First, we are going to understand what the report needs. You need to understand, according to your organization, checklist of activity. You need to go to your organization of your live organization. You need to understand what are all reports they need to maintain related to Workday HCM techno-functional. You need to collide that active report checklist from your team leader. Then you need to start makeover your create reportings from there. First, we need to start with how to create a simple report according to the entire organization. To make over this activity, we need to go to the software creating a simple report in Workday. To doing this activity, we need to go to the software directly. You need to go to the search bar and enter create a report. Under this, you will get 2 reports. One would be a create a report designing configuration, create a report group. We need to go for the first create a report designing configuration. Have a tap on this option. You need to create your report from here. What are all things you require in this report? Before I'm going to create this report is automatically shows you payroll checks, but this will be not reflected in your live tenant. It will be reflected as whatever the name it was going to mention, same it is going to be reflected. But here I'm going to mention the report would be it. IIB my organization and daily report I mentioned here. And coming to the below, have a tap on to the ad. I'm going to mention the order. Order would be it. IIB member name would be it. I'm going to getting here my client's name. I'm coming to the below here. I'm going to mention same IBM number of columns you required it. I'm just mentioning number of columns would be it 10 mm%. Are you going to creating a report related to the values or are you going to the related to the data? If it is in data, you can sell it as a mem. If you're going to use any values, you need to sell it as a percentage. Now I'm going to sell it meme. Have it happen to the column format style. You will get the column format style under the same action. Horizontal alignment in the Excel. I'm going to select here angle in the horizontal line. In the sense I'm going to giving an overview of the Excel. Have a tap on to that. Do not enable overrated font sizes out there. Come down on below. Tap on to the plus mark. Enter your fields. Fields in the sense you need to select your work within the organization. What are all departments? What are all rows you wanted to make over your overall report? I'm going to mentioning here since it has been by defaultly selected. Hasn't payroll checks. It will reflecting all the payroll related activities on here. But you will get in your live data to change that option to make over to select and work the HCM organization reports or individual reports or group reports. You will get in 3 formats over there. In that you need to select your format. Now I'm going to select few of the details here. One would be at company name and plus mark again. Other one would be at currency ID and third one again. Pay name. Fourth one. I'm going to select here payment date. Post selecting all these activities. Field formatting style. You can have a selected of your field formatting style according to your needs. Position drop. You can mention 1 and left of position 1. That means the straight columns and row columns and left columns positions. It was asking you to put it across to that. Post that. Have a tap on to the done. Like that. You need to fill all these 4 formats. Post completing this. If you want to add any more columns, you can keep adding the extra pages from here. Tapping onto that and you will get same cycle. And you need to follow the same cycle process to add for the other pages also related to that. Post completing this, you can have a tap to and immediately you will get your row of Excel format sheets on here. In this you can have an export your overall file from here. Have a download it. It's loading. Download and post that. Have export the files from here. Download it. You downloaded both the files. Post completing this, you can have a tap onto the done and open up these files. Create your own columns from here and activate it. Whatever the data measurements you want to put it across to here. You can fill the data for a test sample. I'm going to show you. Front-end URL, back-end URL. This is the just for sample I just mentioned. But usually this will depend on your organization. The rows and data you need to measure according to your organization needs. Maybe you may get extra columns on this. You need to collect those data from your organization. And you need to make code according to their needs. Post that. Fill your data. Attach it to the drive and send it to your work. Hire authority of teams and send it to your cloud team, also through Drive. Post completing this activity, save and share it to accordingly to your database of your team members. Let's go on to the advanced report. This is how you need to create a simple Workday report. And let's do the advanced report. To creating an advanced report, we need to create an advanced report, we need to go to the software, the advanced report. You will get an option called advanced reports on here. Have a tap on this. We receive the advanced reports on here. In this we will get an who are all the persons who has been created previously, the advanced reports. Those related status Logan, Stephen, Oliver, Max Villains. Mirror country. You will get all those details on here. His first name and last name, gender, and which compensation rate they was created. You will get those related reports under the advanced, but you need to go to the 3 action dots on here. To create an advanced report newly, In this, you need to go to the custom report. Under the custom report, you need to tap on to the maintain and Excel templates. Go there. On here, you need to make all your advanced reports on here. First, I'll make all the list of employees details. Then I'll explain you why. What is the purpose of using this advanced reports in the Workday? Then I'll convert into the graph this. Please look into this. First is serial number. Next one is OB, lobby in the sense branch. Whereas the branch is located Hyderabad. Organization is IBM. Client is iPhone iOS. And department is operations. This is the agent names. Along with that, I need to enter the employees also. I forgot it was that. Next to that, I can see the team lead name and manager name. This is the data URLs. Whatever the project they did, from the operations, those project related URLs and links. And here the percentage level of the each and every individual employee reached on here. Have a select of Control A. Go to the instance and have a tap onto the graph. First, go to the filterization serial numbers. Organization. Percentages. Employee name. This is how I just make over the report just to show you people on temporary. I given individually what is the percentage level. Employees has been achieved. This I'll just mention here. Advanced performance reports of the employees, and this is call it as a report tax of the employee. And now I'm going to save this file. the desktop at your employee index. I hope you people understand this graph post completing this activity. Come to your software, mention your comment. Body of the email. Go to the attachment. Select your file and your employee index. Change of your advanced report worksheet name would be it. Have it up to. You've been successfully uploaded to the cloud servers directly. Here is your Excel file. You can have it, tap to click, and immediately it's going to be downloaded. Open. Whatever the process you have been saved here, you can able to see the complete process along with advanced graph. View has been. This is all you need to make over it. Post that tab to the tab. Come to the main menu. This is how we need to make all the advances report as an individual department, guys. Today we are going to do the pull out the data resources data source report from the report tools. This data resource was going to help you for the backend files. Whenever your files has been corrupted or whenever you have any technical issue to pull out the data from internet servers or cloud storages, you can pull this data sources from the backend links. From there, you can able to download your copy of storage of cloud. To doing this activity, we need to go to the search bar in the server access. We are going to enter into the data sources and we need to tap onto the first option. Usually this will be happen for the entire organization and individual department. Have a tap on to the data sources report on here. First we need to understand this table, guys. Data sources. In this you will get your department name, calendar of year and company, and you will get all your department's name when it was been happened for the last. Data source has been used from the organization and the code of your department, whether it would be at HR, training operations or entire organization as well. And the description, it seems you will get to know it. The data resource returns on 1094 series for selected calendar year of the company. And data resource type, it's a standard report. Company's yearly calendar will be available in there. Yearly calendar in distance year versus of data calendar should be available. You can pull it out whatever the data year of calendar. From there you can able to do that. And security group implementation. You can see it's an implementation data implementation process has been happened. Whenever you would like to pull out any related reports, the existing reports from the data sources, first you can check this table. In this any reported event to you. You can directly go to the implementation area under the security group. Have it happen to the 3 action dots. And you need to go on to the reporting. Under this reporting, you need to go on to the reporting fields and values. It's loading. Just give me a minute. Now we are doing individual department versus report area. In this, I'm going to pick up access rights and organization related data. I'm going to directly tapping on this 3 action dots. And I'm going to pull it out, the report from here, export to as an Excel file. And if I want to export this into the graph pattern, I have an option to expose this report, criteria, to expand it to a graph chart. Have it up on this option. This is the graph. Chart has been exported on here. If you want to download this graph to share you to your departments, you can directly have it up onto the PDF file and have it downloaded. The graph chart along with the data files of below, it will be exported to your desktop. It may take a while. Just say for that. I think it's taking a while. Just wait for 2 minutes and go with the next one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's taking a while. I'm just tapping onto the notify emulator and the report available automatically will get and pop up. I'll show you on the same page. This is what we need to pull the individual department of under the data resources. Let's go with the complete overall report from the organization to doing this activity. Go to the data sources. Tap onto the data source once again. Go to the overall report to pull over it. Have it up onto the 3 action dots under the data sources. In this, you can go with the standard reports. Under this, you can have it up onto the run. It's having a lot of data to consumption from the backup file. That's the reason it's taking a bit of time. First tap onto the run. Again go to the 3 action dots. The request is routes to again the same, landing page. Go on to the reporting. Have it up onto the report fields. You'll get the complete field of data resources of your department organization. In this, you do not pull the data under Do Not Use Data Sources filters. You can pull the data below the active domain categories, any active security domain categories, data sources and type categories in that you can able to, sell it off your field and you can able to pull out your data from accordingly. On this, you can have export, set up your field and download your files from here. Open. In this, you will get on data related to your backlinks. I'll show you how it will be. All thank you. Oh, shishi. Shishi. Guys, in this, we need to have an all to be effective. All the if you need to select a form and you need to pull out the data according to your team leader, according to your manager and according to your agent, whatever the level of data you would like to pull out through the URL, you need to do that. Individual person on here, select it off, have a tap onto this arrow. You need to select your list first. Remote of all employees on here. Whichever the employee data you wanted, you can pull it out on here. But for example, if you're having on 2 team leaders, you'll get your 2 team leaders details on here. How it happened to this 3 action? How it happened to arrow? Remote of select all, select only solution here and have it happen to. You will get only Swedish team. Backlinks generated on here. This backlinks, we need to share it to the respective department. Home server who has been requested to us. The drop-downs automatically comes. We have to create those drop-downs. These drop-downs we need to create. The code of creation is all to DFF. If you want to decode it also again, you need to do all the DFF. You will get the complete data. Got how it happened to say. And close this file from here. Come to the main menu. This is how we to utilize the data resources related to our requirements and management requirements on this. Next, we are going to jump into the real-time scenarios. Report modeling. The report modeling. I'm going to show you how to do the 5 vote and we look up areas on this here. I'm going to pick up any of the reports which is existing in my database with related to any department. The PDF file has been available now. That time it was being requested for the PDF download it. It was taken this much of time and now it was being available. We can't see your software screen. We requested the PDF file like draft individual department that time. That report has been available now. And if we can able to download it and look out the report related activity. Let me see how much time again it will take for the open. By the time I'm going to show you, take it as an example. This is my data and I want to figure it out. This data through and we look up and pivot percentage related activity for doing this activity. I need to go to the I just pick up and task of report called employee index. Add to employee index. Here I'm going to tapping onto the Under this, I'm going to went into the pivot chart. Under this, I'm going to enter into the pivot chart and pivot table. Have a click over there. It will be captured whatever the selected area. It will be captured those short formations. Have it up to. You will get the pivot chart table note here in this water areas. You would like to measure that. You need to identify yourself first. First, I'm going to sell it with the lobby filters. Under that, I'm going to sell it with the organizations. Under that, I'm going to pick up the clients. iPhone iOS development. Under that, I'm going to pick up with the team leaders. Team leader rises. Under that, I'm going to sell it with the percentages values. People should be aware about values where you need to put. Legend where you will going to put for the lecture. And filterization. What are all areas you need to do the filterization that you need to decide it yourself. This is not a rocket science. If you keep changing in these 4 blocks of areas, you will get a clear view of your picturization of pivot table. You can get your data from here. Pivot table graph. And coming to here. Next one is we are going to, this is your in Visualizes Agentizes report. We pulled out the data. On previously, it has been updated in the previous report. Coming to the main data of agent data. Now we are going to do and we look up activity. To measure the percentage levels to doing this activity. I'm going to start with my team leader. Agentizes is equal. We look up. One second. You people need to enter the VLOOKUP formula to measure the data from which other data source you are doing a VLOOKUP. I'm going to creating the other data sources. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being online, guys. Whenever we are going to measure the data, like we have bulk of names, like mix of names with the same name. Whenever we are going to figure it out, their percentage through and we look up. You know we have a formula to maintain. First, you need to pick up your agent's database of names, whatever the areas you are going to be in. Select and do. I selected this. Top 6 area, top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Top 9 people. I was being picked up here and I was mapped with the Excel sheet I've taken here. Under this, I'm going to select these names of the top 9 employees of executive details. And I'm going to do a mapping on here. The using and formula of mapping is equal to, we look up and I'm going to enter a close bracket. And I'm going to mention the number of serial numbers on here. For selecting this, you need to select with your values. For selecting of your values from, if I do as well. Post this again, your Excel sheet. In this, have a select of your is equal close bracket. We look up. Select it off your scores and percentage brackets. And having you the closer bracket of your we look up, to measure your scores. Post giving a closer bracket. You can have entered to map your percentages. And immediately converted into the values, whatever the individual percentages. It is going to show you are in Jasmine, Jyoti, Kuzma and Madhu. Is it data 2 in your new Excel sheet? I think it was a little difficult. But if you keep practicing that, you can learn it. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.